don't even want to talk about Killer Instinct. I was not.
Yeah, let's. Yeah.
Back on. I think that's
Good point.
We're doing something.
I don't want to be that person.
I'll talk shit about Killer Instinct. Let's go. Let's do it.
Should we first talk shit about the Killer Instinct stream? Or the, not stream, the presentation?
We can talk shit about
Agard is saying it's not free to play. I don't know. I heard it was
No,
free to play.
it's there. Yes, it is. Destructoid confirmed.
Oh, are we back online?
I think so.
Yeah, no, we should be on.
Alright, we're on. So, hey yo,
We need a name
straight
for the
up.
pirate.
Fuck Killer Instinct. Who cares? There, I did it.
Good job.
I said what you all would say.
The internet seems to say that it is free. There is one character who is free to play, and then all the other characters you buy per character, which is what people like. That is free to play. Like that's what free to play means, basically. So.
Right now I just have Game Pirates. I don't know.
That's a bad name.
What's
That's
the?
terrible.
I know, but we need a name. That's what I'm saying.
Guys, dig deep into your history.
Where
Think
do
about
you
what you used
Where do you
to.
guys get your video
Where do you get
games?
Where do you guys get your wares?
Where do you fucking moralless assholes get your free video games from?
LimeWire.
Jesus.
What years?
Audio Galaxy. Does anyone remember that one?
Oh,
MMG doesn't wake me up when there's a new Eternal Champions. I agree with that.
Yep. What was the, was it Primal Rage, the one with the dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs is Primal
Yeah.
Rage. Yeah.
Pirates of
Yeah.
Iso Hunt. I like that.
The ISO Hunters. Yeah, that's.
Okay, Engine F is saying there's a full retail launch version of Killer Instinct and a free-to-play version.
Right.
Of one
Yeah, that's
character,
what I
right?
was saying before. Yeah,
That's
they're
weird.
for alternate. Yeah. We're getting there, man. New pay schemes. You know. It's world. People gotta figure out how to
people in
make
the chat,
money.
lots of hype for Primal Rage.
Bots Cowbell says, "How are you not tired of video games after E3?" Here's the secret. I didn't play very many games at E3. I mostly got to like write about a few games and see a few games, but I didn't have to actually play any.
Oh, did you?
or
What was
many.
that feature? You were really hyped about a feature you were writing. Did that go up yet?
That's the
Did I just
Batman
saw
one.
it?
I was really excited.
Oh, I
about.
haven't read that yet. I will queue that up for later.
I was pretty happy with that, with how that turned out.
Definitely take a read. How long have you been writing about games now, Phil? How many E3s have you been to?
This is my 6th E3 this
Okay.
year.
How would you say that coverage has changed in those 6 years? I'm trying to lead you somewhere, which is the worst. So just tell me honestly, how do you think the coverage has
How-
Yeah, the
changed?
journalists have
coverage
fewer
changed
cameras and fewer
for-
electronic equipment.
How has my
Yeah.
coverage changed, or how is what?
I'd say both.
I mean, we tried something different this year at Polygon, which is that we had the regular, like, we had the news team doing the regular grind of, like, just seeing
Right.
everything and writing little previews, like, like 200 to 300 word previews. But then we had the features and the reviews team do what we called tentpole. I think on the site we called it E3 in-depth.
Right.
And which was, like, essentially full-length features about games that we spent a lot more time on.
Right. That's like the thing you wrote on Batman, I guess.
Yes, which I'm personally much more interested in writing that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm much more interested in reading that type of thing. So.
So yeah, I don't know. Is that what answer are you looking for?
That was the answer
What
I was
can I say
looking
to
for.
please?
That was literally the answer I was looking for.
Yeah, and that was also stuff that involved like doing full like videos and stuff on them as well.
Right. Also, I never answered what from a distance my game show is, and it's watch_dogs again probably
Oh, right.
because
I don't even
love
want to
to
count
watch.
that one because we've seen so much of it at this point.
Yeah,
just,
that's
just
what's
put
tricky
it
for
out.
me.
Just let me play it.
The thing is, though, now whenever I think about it, I think about watching dogs, and that makes me happy inside. So now it wins twice because it's about cyber terrorism or whatever, and also it has dogs in the title. I like dogs.
Actually,
so.
now that Austin's copped out with an easy answer, I'll go with what my real answer is. I just don't want to be a cop-out and say, man, I really want to play Destiny. I just want to play that game.
There was a lot of like mixed feelings
I don't
on
think
it.
it's a cop-out.
I thought Destiny looked really cool.
I love Bungie. I've been playing Bungie games
I'm
since
not
I
like
was
a
like
big,
12.
I'm not even a big Halo guy, but like the idea of like, oh, Halo plus like RPG shit, like loot and all that, like
Yep.
it looked good.
Yeah.
I get guns, I shoot things, numbers pop out.
How do you feel? Yeah. Borderlands that looks
I
more
get
like
feats,
Halo.
I get to level up. I want all of that.
Borderlands
Give me-
stuff, but with like the like what's the word that I'm looking for? Borderlands style, but with the like level design and polish of a Halo game.
Right. Right.
The technical
Like,
prowess
pretty-
of a Bungie
big.
game.
Yeah, I could get behind that. And same thing with Titanfall, which is like, I don't know, for some reason, even though I play a lot of shooters, coming out of E3, I'm never really like hype for shooters. It's just when they come out, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to play this right now. And Titanfall looked really cool. Like, I like wall running and giant mechs. Like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna want to
Yeah.
play Titanfall.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So I'm not a mech guy, so Titanfall didn't really pull me in the way. But
Is it
all of
because
my,
you're a Hitler? Is that why you're not a mech
Yeah.
guy? Because you're a little Hitler?
I am. But all of my coworkers who actually went and like saw it in person said that it really blew them away. So, it might be something where once it actually comes out, I'm like, oh, okay, I see what the
See,
deal is.
that's the thing. It's I think that's true of shooters as
Yeah.
more than any other games. It's just that when you're watching someone else do stuff with it, it doesn't make as much of an impact as when you're doing stuff yourself, or when you can see people like watching a bunch of promotional material for games like that.
Right.
I am completely indifferent
Sure.
because it doesn't mean anything to me. They're showing me what they want to show me, and those kinds of games, that's usually what the promo people are showing me is not what I'm going to get out of it.
Right. That's like the
Or it's
thing
not
with
why
that.
I'm going to play that game.
That Battlefield 4 demo where they showed the multiplayer demo where they showed like the group of like 7 dudes sticking together for 10 minutes of gameplay without any of them dying and doing all this badass shit. Like, no, that's never going to be my Battlefield 4 experience. My Battlefield 4 experience is I'm going to load in, maybe get to shoot a guy, turn a corner, and then die 70 times in a row. And like, yeah, okay, that can be fun, but
Sounds like you should quit being such a scrub, Austin.
That's true.
listen, that's super hard for me. I gravitate so readily
Oh,
to
man.
scrub.
To scrubbery.
You know what you guys will dig that I saw at E3? Payday 2, man.
Oh, I'm so hyped.
Wow, Payday 2 looks really good.
Tell me about the mask system.
Oh man, you can like change all the masks. You can like change like the you can put your own patterns on it, and then you can also change the colors, and you can change
What?
you can change the
Can I-
material it's made out of.
Can I import my Animal Crossing
Probably.
designs into it? Yeah, okay, good.
I guess like they're talking about like maybe doing like some sort of like Steam Workshop.
Steam
style.
Workshop. That would be the
Yeah.
best, yeah. That would be the best, he says, realizing that a few months from now I'll have spent hundreds of dollars on fake masks.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
after
about to
years
happen.
of making fun of the hat economy. Like,
It is about to happen.
Maybe one day you'll be the one trading someone a full copy of a newly released game in exchange for a Santa mask.
oh god. A few
Or
months
some
ago.
payday iPhone earbuds.
Yeah, a few months ago, I spent like a week. Janine had gotten Borderlands 2, and we were like, "Oh, we should play Borderlands 2." And I was like, "Oh, I'm broke," but I have all this stuff in my Steam, and I have a bunch of Steam keys and a couple things in my inventory. I should try to go on one of those Steam trading sites and trade for a copy of Borderlands 2. And I spent like a week trying to convince people to get like Crusader Kings expansions and bad strategy games from 7
There's
years
a lot
ago.
of audience overlap there. You don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Total War Rome expansions. And that didn't happen. And eventually there was like a guy who was like, well, let me look at see what you have in your inventory. And he's like, well, what about for these buds? And I'm like, what? What are you talking? Like, I don't have any drugs on me. What am I supposed to? That sounds dangerous.
I think you were looking
like-
for Green Man Gaming, sir.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, no, the earbuds that you have. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say, I need these to listen to music. So in the inventory you have TF2 earbuds. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what about those for Borderlands 2? And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? He's like, what about the earbuds? I'm like, okay. So I looked into it, and it turns out they're worth $30 on the Team Fortress market. If you played TF2 on Mac the week it came out, you got a pair of earbuds,
That's right, yeah.
and that became a sort of ad hoc currency.
They're sort
The
of
way-
like I want to say is it RuneScape that has the party crowns, party hat, or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, good. We're making a Project Gunway sequel.
This is like the
That's a good
the
name.
modern day
Project
Stone
Gunway.
of Jordan are Team Fortress 2 earbuds.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So So that was just, I don't know, that was a really absurd experience for me to trade away this thing that had zero value for me. Like,
You didn't even know you had.
I'd completely
For a
forgot.
pretty new game.
Yeah,
I think at the time the
fairly-
game was like a month old, but still.
Right, it was like $50. The cheapest I could find, it was like $50 on Green Man. So, yeah, that was really nice.
B Great One is wondering if we have any other recommendations for something like Deltron 3030. Austin, you're the guy, so
Like
you're the
that?
one.
Yeah, not off the top of my head. Give me some
I
time.
do want to know what a Deltron 3030 Pandora station would sound like.
Yeah,
That's-
kind of.
It'd be really good. He has a new album coming out, Deltron Event 2, that was supposed to be out this month, but has been delayed to September. Also, that's what they've been saying for literally 5 years. So
Right.
it's never going to come, and my poor heart is going to break.
Perfect.
Elliot wants to know if this, my friend Elliot, Egardape, in the chat, wants to know if it's a significantly less cute clone of Game Dev Story. And I love Elliot to death, but also we've answered that question a billion times.
I
It's not
was
his
really
fault. He
hoping
wasn't
no
here.
one would ask it at
1
this point.
billion times.
1 billion times.
Mhm.
One for each dollar we're worth.
Yeah.
It is more than a clone, is what I'll say. And also, he should go back and watch the rest of these videos because we are hilarious.
Mhm.
Well,
It's been a pretty good series.
It hasn't been bad. I'll say that.
It is less cute. I'll give him that. It is less cute than Game Dev Story, but what can you do?
Well, you can go play Game Dev Story, but
Yeah, right.
that's still a thing. It's out there.
Are you
But no, this is-
sure?
All I'll say is this is more in depth than Game Dev Story.
This has enough differences to make it
Yeah.
not like just a ripoff.
Yeah. Someone
As
played
you
Game
say,
Dev
we've said
Story
this
and
like a
said,
million
what if
times.
this but?
Yeah, same thing. Same stuff as always. Open world, rich backstory.
Yeah.
Are you getting complacent here, Phil?
That sounds like it. It sounds like we gotta mix it up.
For a second, because we're behind, I didn't realize what he was selecting. I thought he was just going back to E3. Just commenting on it. Oh, those things are fine.
Same old shit, just make another video, crank another video game out, who even fucking cares?
Whoa! Generic usernames talking crap about me in the chat. That hurts.
Yeah. That's,
I'm a
I don't know.
person.
What's
I
your-
have
what's your deal,
feelings.
Generic? I'm trying to figure out what
Wow.
the thread. I'm trying to figure out what made him say that. Like, I'm trying to see where the conversation.
Yeah.
To be fair, Andrew has not been was not in the early Game Dev Tycoon videos, so maybe that's where it's coming from.
Yeah, but we brought him in as new, fresh, young indie talent. That's what we're.
Yeah,
You know.
that's what I'm here
Intern. Intern.
Right. I prefer young, fresh, hot indie
It
talent.
looks like we have
for. I'm the Adam
almost
Boys
$600
of Phil
million,
Quote.
but that's all locked up in things. So we need the intern. Unpaid interns, it's totally above board. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
You'll get credit.
Don't ask
You'll
any
get
questions.
college credit. It's fine.
You know, if you ask questions like that, you're not really going to last very long in this industry.
There's
Oh.
people out there who won't ask questions. They want it, and they'll do whatever you say.
What I'm going to say, Andrew, as advice is that, you know, I understand that this isn't, you know, situation's never perfect. It's never going to be. But you are replaceable. There are hundreds of people out there who want this job if you don't want it.
The economy's
Am I
very bad
wait,
right now. So.
Am I working at GameStop again? What the fuck just happened? I don't understand where my life is right now.
Listen, our relationship with GameStop is very close. We respect the used game model.
Did you see the EA answers? Oh God!
Jesus Christ, I know.
Wait, what?
I was so psyched that technology specialist. I want that. Colin Campbell, Polygon.com's Colin Campbell, one of the newest additions to Polygon.com, did a great interview with Peter Moore where he really pushed him on the used game stuff.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was very uncomfortable.
God. Those are my favorite types of everythings.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable is my favorite adjective.
Man, what happened with Peter Moore? I remember when he was like the cool guy and he got dumb tattoos for launch dates, and now he's like
I don't don't know if he was ever actually cool. I don't know if
Well,
maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
getting tattoos of launch dates doesn't sound very cool.
I'm gonna say
should
exactly what you just said in a different tone of voice.
Okay.
I remember when he was a cool guy. He used to get tattoos of launch dates. So
Okay,
Yeah.
fair. But
Guys,
like,
wait.
I don't remember him being this like slimy.
We're gonna make the topic that we're gonna make this game in is life.
oh god,
That's
Can
really
we not?
fucking intense.
Huh.
It's gonna be an RPG sim, but we need a title.
Guys in the chat, help us out.
Uh,
Are we still doing animal names?
Always.
Yeah, always.
Okay.
Phil is not a good name for this game. Matt is gone.
Madiscon says I'm so bad at this game. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you by playing the game for you.
This is a
speed
strategy
run.
guide.
This is speed
Yeah,
run.
Friar John says 73 years to death.
Oh.
Border Collie Lands.
Oh. Cod dog.
Border Collie Lands is not a bad name, but
It's not bad.
Not for this
It's
game.
not really related.
What
No.
about just keep it simple? Dog years.
All right, yeah, that's not.
Oh,
bad.
that's
Like,
That's
good.
really
Like-
that's a nice little thing there.
It is.
It's very
Proven my worth.
It has some weight to it. You know,
I was challenged and I rose to the occasion.
it's gonna be the
Gaming is-
Citizen
maybe
Kane
you're going
of
a little-
dog
maybe
life
you're going a little
sims.
far. Maybe calm down a little.
He was just trying to get into the spirit, Phil. You know, he really wants to show that he belongs at Philco.
Listen, I'm
respect
excited
that.
about the future of Philco, our new partners, brand synergy.
Okay, yeah, I like what you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
I like everything that you're saying right now.
Great.
Consumers can look forward to our cross promotions with Fountain Dew.
Well, that was good. That was quick.
Free
How
copies of
crazy!
the latest
This is
game.
in an alternate like history when Halo allied itself with Mountain Dew. PlayStation made Killzone resurrect Surge, and Surge became the official Killzone soda.
I like
I would
saying
watch
it as allied with. They allied with.
Yeah.
So, 'cause it's like in the battlefield.
Right,
It's
in
Master
the war.
Chief and a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew. Just
Thomas Elliott Music says the whole Citizen Kane thing bugs me to no end because it seems like everyone who invokes the Citizen Kane analogy completely fails to understand why that movie was such a big deal. I agree.
Yeah.
I would also maybe suggest, and you know, this is maybe I'm going a little far here, but I would kind of question whether the people invoking that analogy have ever actually seen Citizen Kane.
Oh, they haven't. A lot of them haven't.
I think that's okay. So the one case that I know that's not true, and it still frustrated me, was a few years ago. Mike Thompson, who recently ran a piece for the New Inquiry, and he used to do freelance work a lot, did a piece on why Metroid Prime was the Citizen Kane of games, and
Sure.
I disagreed with that piece.
That was,
Obviously,
that
and
was IGN.
it was an IGN piece, yeah. But that dude has seen Citizen Kane.
How do you know that?
Huh?
How do you know that?
Because I've gotten drinks with him and talked to him about stuff. Like, that's... I guess I don't know for sure. I never said, hey, have you seen Citizen Kane?
Did you ask him, like, okay, tell me what's the first name in the credits?
Is that how you know
okay,
movies?
No, so here's the thing. I had a
Orson Welles.
Here's-
It's
are you,
Orson
are you
Welles.
implying
You guys,
he's
you guys.
a fake geek girl? What are we talking
Yeah,
about here?
let me tell you the story. I had
Everyone who says something is the Citizen Kane of games is a fake geek girl.
no,
Definitely.
listen. I used to rent video games for my local video store. That's pretty common, right?
Yeah.
There was this douchey guy who worked there who I remember I brought Super Metroid back, and he asked me if I had completed the game, if I had beat it, and I said yes. And his way of like checking if I had beat it is like, all right, well, what was the first name in the credits?
Oh my god.
And I was like, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't what. Anyways, that's where that comes from.
Yeah. But his argument about Metroid Prime was a lot of formal things, right? It was about the way in which it did gamic stuff, and like so. I disagree with that. It's the same reason I get pissed off when people talk about making a WoW killer or a COD killer. Like, just stop. like you're using shorthand to say something way more complicated, and that the conversation about the complicated thing would be way more interesting than using this, pithy little saying you came up with. But yeah.
I will say, Thomas Elliott Music's comment, probably the Citizen Kane of stream comments.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to disagree with that. I think you're right.
True.
I think you're onto something.
Also, everyone who said that in the last couple of weeks has clearly been joking. So let's make sure that's clear.
That's where that's saying. I don't think people are saying. Well, some people are saying it sincerely, but those people are stupid.
At least one person is saying it sincerely. Whoever wrote that, theoretically sincerely, whoever wrote what was it, Empire Magazine?
Oh, I didn't see. I missed this. What?
Oh, that's why that's come up.
That's the resurgence again.
Oh
Empire
God!
Magazine did a review of The Last of Us. That was the first review that came out for it.
Ugh.
And actually said that.
God.
Like, that is not.
Did they say that The Last of Us was the Citizen Kane of video games? Did they say that?
It said Last of Us could be gaining Citizen Kane moment.
That
Which
seems.
is basically the same thing. Yes.
That's really frustrating. Who wrote this review?
Man, we're over 1,000 in design and technology. Dog years. I think I'm feeling good about this.
Killing it.
I do find it really weird that, there's still a tendency to, compare games to other forms of media to try and, legitify them. That's not a word, legitify, but you know what I'm saying.
Legitimize.
I think it's what you're looking for. But
Thank you.
Don't say legitify. Whatever. Don't worry.
Hey, it's fine. I'm still kind of hungover. So.
No, I definitely agree. I agree, but also totally understand it. Right? When there was a time in the States when American literature wasn't taught, right, for years and years and years, and that's because
it was like there was the same thing of comparing American novels that came out to great classic European authors.
Exactly. Who's your fucking Shakespeare? Why should we even teach this stuff? And that's a bullshit argument, obviously. One, because a lot of American fiction was great and well worth studying, even if it didn't follow in the same kind of formal, line as a lot of that stuff. But so I get it historically why people want the Citizen Kane of games. The reason why people want the Roger Ebert game journalism and all that. Oh man,
holy shit! Reviews are happening.
I think Dog Years could be Philco's Citizen Kane moment.
All games loved it. That's amazing.
Thomas points out that Legitified is the Citizen Kane of pronunciation.
See here. Yeah, we're selling like crazy.
Oh my god, this is great. Wait, what new topics do we have to research?
We don't have anything.
Okay.
All the topics are
It's empty. Got you. God, how close are we to getting our stupid console put together? Shaded Fox says Dog Years.
We're getting a design specialist, so that's a start.
Nice. That does sound like a start to
I
me.
think we need a tech specialist.
Yeah, definitely. Shaded Fox says Neon Goof. Dog Years is the Blade Runner of Philco. Now that is a thing I can get behind.
Man, yeah.
Phil, have you seen Man of Steel yet?
I have not yet. I'm very much looking forward to seeing it and to having an opinion on it.
Man, I have heard so many varying reviews.
I've
really mixed things. Yeah.
I have a friend who told me that it is her favorite superhero movie ever, and then I've have people saying that it's just absolute shit. So I don't know.
Yeah.
My submission is that it will fall somewhere in between these two.
One of our mutual friends texted me today, Phil, and said it was a steaming pile of hot garbage.
Was that Katrina?
That was Ben, but
okay.
yeah.
I saw Ben and Katrina tweeting about it, so that's why I asked. Unfortunately, I tend to disagree with those two on movies, on superhero movies in particular. So I'm not
fair.
I'm not reading too much into that yet.
Yeah, he liked Iron Man 3 a lot more than I did.
I liked Iron Man 3 a lot, to be fair. So
I mean, I thought Iron Man 3 was okay, but I did not think it was.
You don't sound like you thought it was okay.
It was good. It was fine.
Did you guys see
but it was not.
Only a game with unicorns, rainbows, pirates, and ninjas could possibly be better than Dog Years.
Great. I'm glad we have the worst fans.
Yeah, who the hell wrote
Challenge
that? That's terrible.
accepted.
Oh, I thought this said Gary Whitta.
It was
I was like, wait.
Well, sounds like it's time for me to break away and form my own company that
Dog Years-
specializes in ninjas, samurais,
Dog Years
unicorns.
is over 10 million sales.
Holy
This
shit.
is an unbelievably high number, it says. Yeah, that is correct. It is unbelievable.